The NBA All-Star Game is back in Chicago for the first time since 1988. And what took place 32 years ago was certainly memorable and historic, but the scope and scale surrounding the games here in 2020 is just on another level, Cameron.
And it should be, Aaron. As you mentioned, 32 years since the NBA had an All-Star Weekend in Chicago, but the city has been waiting for this moment, and it's been phenomenal. So we're going to make sure that we break you through all of the events going on from Navy Pier to the south side of Chicago, because the NBA has events for children of all ages and adults of all ages. It's going to be a fun weekend.
You got that right. He's Cameron Smith. I'm Aaron Kern. This is CN100 Sports NBA All-Star Weekend Experience. Let's get it.
Thank you all for being here. And first of all, what's so remarkable about our All-Star festivities for these several days, this becomes the epicenter of basketball around the world. And certainly, what better market to do that in than Chicago, which has such a great basketball tradition.
It's crazy. It's the first time since 1988. This is Chicago, the land of champions. We're going to have a good time.
I mean, for me, I just know the history of basketball, and I know a lot of history comes from the city of Chicago.
Chicago basketball means a lot. Obviously, we have a culture here, a lot of great guys coming from Chicago. It's a lot of legacy and tradition here, and I'm just carrying it.
Chicago is right up there with one of the top cities in the world. We're producing some of the greatest basketball players ever played the game. I mean, you even got Ben Wilson, who was on his way to being a star.
The city of Chicago deserves a lot. They certainly deserve a better basketball team than they have right now with the Chicago Bulls. We all know that. And so anytime you get an opportunity to see superstars, it's something that you've got to grab at, because it's a reminder of the kind of things you saw during the Jordan era.
You know, Chicago's a great city, a great basketball city. And when you play in the United Center, you always think of Michael Jordan. You put on a special performance for him.
You know, I appreciate Chicago. I love them. They know how I feel about the city. It's bright lights, man. You got to put a show on.
My Chicago grit goes everywhere I go. You know, that's just a part of my game.
I think it just shows it's a hard-nosed town.
It just proves my point. Chicago's the Mecca.
View this Xfinity program in its entirety on demand by selecting Get Local CN100. For Xfinity X1 customers, scroll over to Xfinity Services and simply say Get Local into your voice remote.